I hear you, you're always on my mind. If you love me, yeah, then show me. Could be crazy to be loved by you. Tell me if you can. If you want me, come and kiss me. I've been saving my love for you. Take me by the hand. Send shivers down my spine. Never gonna get weary. Hope you're gonna get ready. Never let you down. Too much is not enough. I know. Hearts of mine has been waiting. Heart of mine has been aching. You make me feel alive. This could be love for love. Time for coming together. Time for loving forever. Time to live as one. Been waiting all my life. Smile whenever I'm near you. Glad whenever I hear you. You're always on my mind. If you love me, yeah, then show me. Could be crazy to be loved by you. Tell me if you can. Oh, my love. If you want me, come and kiss me. I'll be saving my love for you. Take me by the hand.
All right. We're about to start the show. All right. We are here. Let's go.
Been waiting all my life. Smile whenever I'm
Come
near
on and
you.
sing the roll.
Glad whenever I hear you. Always on my mind.
Come on.
Shivers down my spine.
Let's go.
Never gonna get weary. Hope you're gonna get ready.
Hey.
I keep on waiting and waiting. I've been waiting for you.
Come on.
Never gonna surrender. We will be together.
All right. Remember that from the past, yo? Yeah. Remember that one from the past? Good morning, guys. God bless you. It is a weird Wednesday. What's today's date? 10th. Weird Wednesday, August the 10th, 2022. 16 minutes after the hour. Welcome, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team. That's Senny J. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? The chat room is wide open. Come on in. Let's have a great time today. Put it on chat room if the chat room is even open. I'm going to take a look at it real quick. Let's have a great time today. You can call in. The number's 570-982-6950. Good morning. God bless you guys. I'm super excited to be here as well. Please tell a friend, like and share. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team on all media. The show is sponsored by Comedy World Network. God bless you guys over there. They do a tremendous job on producing this show. Thank you so much. We're on YouTube this morning, guys. Go to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team YouTube page and like the page and subscribe to it to get notified when we go live on all social media platforms this morning on Facebook as well. That platform. So go to our Facebook page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team, like the page and get notified. Man, we're on all major broadcast platforms. Just Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All the Spotify links come up. All that. Everything comes up. So iHeartRadio, radio.com, everything. Also, this is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. All right. God bless you guys. Now, before we get into the show, super excited to be here. I said that already. Okay, so this is day 7, day 8. Okay, so guys, it's 8. Okay, so before we get into the show, this is day 9 for me, the no sugar movement. Special shout out to Mike Grassi yesterday for sharing his encouraging words. He's also, and Mike, thank you if you're listening. Thank you for the inbox. I read your inbox. I didn't get a chance to apply yet because, apply to your inbox because, life is just going on. And my man Jonathan Gates, I'm going to get back to you as well. I got you, man. King of Boston comedy. You're going to bring him down here to the Lehigh Valley. I got you. So, guys, this is day 9 of my 30-day challenge of no sugar. And I mean no sugar, period. Not even a piece of bread. And I tell you this. has to be, and I lost a pound as well. This is have to be one of the most. I've never experienced this. This is the most challenging. I've never experienced this, and I took personal inventory. Then we're gonna get into the show. I just want to update you guys. I don't want to bore you guys, but I've never, in my 57 years of being alive, I never felt like this. I never ever thought about my sugar intake like that until I got my, I got shared yesterday till I got my results, pre-diabetic. And do I feel a little better? I don't know. Do I feel the cravings for sugar? Yes, I do. And it's 8 days. I'm like, damn. And it takes me back to the cocaine years and all that, and the crack years. And I've been clean from drugs for 89, 88, 98, 2000. I've been clean from drugs for. Wait, let me see how long I've been clean from drugs. Hold on, y'all help me out. What's the man? I got clean in 1988. What? How many years would that be? I got clean from drugs in 1988. But when I got clean from drugs in 1988, I relapsed literally 10 times to get to that point. Yeah. Before we get into the show, I literally relapsed 10 times before I got clean. 1988. What year was that? 88. 98, 08. No, Senny, I'm trying to figure something out. Like,
You're talking to the people?
yeah, I'm talking to people because I'm trying to put the math together, and my brain is not working because this is day 9, 7, 8. Today is day 9 with the sugar. I'm still until you sit down and settle in. So sugar, Senny, today is day 9, and I'm comparing. I know you want to hear it. And I'm comparing it to when I stopped using drugs, and I relapsed 10 times. I relapsed literally 10 times. See, I'm glad the camera wasn't on you because I saw that the water go down your shirt, leave your mouth, hit your chin, and go down your shirt. Nobody saw that. So I'm thinking, Senny, like 1988 to 2022. How many years is that, Senny?
What?
1988. That's the last time I did drugs. Hardcore drugs, because I'm comparing with the sugar situation, Senny. This is tough for me.
Yeah.
I almost relapsed yesterday.
It's not really a relapse.
It is a relapse,
You
Senny.
can have sugar.
And that's-
you just need to know when to stop.
And just
That's the problem.
and Senny, just when Mike Grasky and I just said he inboxed me yesterday after the show, very more encouraging words, and basically what he was saying earlier. And let's give a shout out to Mike Grasky, man. Thank you, brother.
He's amazing.
He's an amazing guy, and he has a story to tell like Harvey. That's the identification. Every time you chop it up, you know what it is. And Senny, like, I relapsed off of drugs at least 10 times before I got clean.
Okay.
And this is the first time I've ever done this. Before we get into this, I just want to give everybody an update. First time I did the no sugar thing. In my whole entire life, I don't remember ever doing this. And Senny, I almost relapsed yesterday. I didn't, because if I did, I would tell you guys. No question about it. I'll let you know. But Senny, it's almost as hard as the crack, the drug crack thing, the heroin thing.
No, I know.
It really, Sydney, I am in
know
a
about
different. I'm in District 9 for real. Like, I feel it's almost hitting my self-worth and my identity right now, Cindy J. I don't know who the hell I am.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm glad you're going through this a little bit, because maybe now you'll have empathy and realize the impact that foods play on your life. We absorb all types of sugars daily. We don't understand how much of that turns, breads, cereal, regular stuff that you grow up eating that now you have to avoid because of how it breaks down into your body.
Well,
That's also because now you have to think about, it's not just staying away from the sweets. It's like, what am I going to eat for breakfast?
Yes.
If you're used to having, bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll
Yeah.
or something like that, with bread, a lot of our breakfasts are, carbohydrate heavy. And so now, on top of being stressed, now you have nothing to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
but
got to eat something else.
Now-
And it's just, it's a lot.
Now, Senny, before we go into the show, we disagree a lot with each other, but this one I have to agree with you on. I think, am I
Even
putting it too
dinner,
much
no
rice?
rice?
Yes. Yo.
Like, what?
I haven't had rice or any of that, Senny J, in 9 days.
Think about the rest of your life, bro.
Nah, bro.
Once a week, maybe.
Yeah.
Twice a month.
I would eat rice on a regular basis, pasta like it was nothing. I would never.
You know what I'm saying?
I would never think twice of it. And even if I didn't eat the pasta or the rice, it was just 2 or 3 or 4 more days later.
Pasta, not spaghetti sauce.
Come on, bro. I'm from the Bronx.
No lo mein?
See, don't start.
No, you don't eat Chinese anyway.
Yeah, but I do every once in a while. But don't do that, Cindy, because I'm gonna order something.
That's. I can go for some lo mein right
Me
now.
too.
Beef and broccoli. Don't play with me.
Cindy, what year are they in the chat room? Is that whole part working over there?
Yeah, the chat room's up.
Okay, Cindy. So
My hair.
1988 to 2022. How many years is that?
A lot. It's like 15 years.
But how many years is it?
Okay, wait. When?
1988.
Uh-huh.
And find out what was the hit songs in 1988.
1988. That's when my sister was born. Shout out to Aisha.
And in 2022, where we at? How many years is that?
Oh, 34.
So
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
right.
clean from drugs for 34 years.
34. But have you? Because you've been sugaring it up. You've been sugaring it up as well since 88.
Yeah, but sugar hasn't had me break into somebody's house and steal something.
That's right. It's a different
Now,
addiction. It's a different addiction. It's different.
yeah. But Sydney took 10 times, 10, maybe 15 to 10 to 15 times to achieve that. And I stopped smoking cigarettes at the same time. So I haven't smoked cigarettes in 34 years.
Oh, that's good. That's a blessing.
But Cindy, this one here though, this here though,
Yeah.
this no sugar thing, Cindy, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I could make 30 days, bro. I'm on
can do
day
it.
9, man.
You can do it. You're strong. You can do it.
Cindy,
But
would you
if you
judge
don't-
me? Would you judge me if I relapse?
No,
right.
for sure I wouldn't. It's society. It's not your fault. You were programmed this way.
Okay.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
All right, guys. We're gonna move on. I just on day 9,
Day 9.
I lost
We're
1
in
pound.
We're in the fight with you.
Well, just letting you know. And Cindy, I projected. Just one more thing on this. I projected because I got to go. Guys, we won't do the show. Cindy's got to go to California, and I got to go to Detroit on Friday.
Yeah,
So-
you guys.
Damn. So we'll be here tomorrow, but we won't be here Friday. I'm so sorry. We got to do a rerun. And shout out to my folks in Detroit and whatever Cindy's doing out there. Now Cindy,
Yeah.
I projected the relapse, and I shouldn't have did that because I got to go away. This is a short trip to Detroit.
Well,
But
you
it's
got
so-
your salads ready.
Yeah.
You got your plums and your trail mix. Make sure that's all packed up for the plane so you don't get weak. Some almonds. You got some of those.
I do.
Blue Diamond.
The
Are
salted
really
or
good.
non-salted?
Do unsalted because we can't risk anything. We can't risk anything.
All right, so and even
You have to
those.
stay prepared. That's what it is,
It's-
Sean.
and-
You just have to stay prepared. Then that way you won't. You know what I'm saying? Just like when it was the alcohol and drugs, people, places, and things.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the sugar.
I should apply the same thing.
Yes. And just, try to stay away from places where there's going to be food courts, different eateries. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Have your snacks ready. Have a meal that, okay, I'm going to eat this. Get your mouth ready for it. You know, so because then you have nothing to eat, you have nowhere to go, or you waited too long to eat. Now you're just like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna eat whatever. No. Be
What
prepared.
about the impulse decision on them stupid them cookies that the cookies that they give away?
None for me, man.
And-
Get the thing. You know those sleep covers for your eyes? Just put that on as soon as you get on the plane.
City, you know.
Leave it on for as long as possible if you can.
Hey guys, you know the cookies that they give you on the plane? They come in 2 packs. They like a cinnamon kind of cookie. You know, you,
Right on the eye cover. None for me. I'm a diabetic.
That's not funny. And it's those. Yeah, you talk about people, places, and things, and let's go with the places. Because sometimes, like when I quit smoking cigarettes, Senny J, I almost relapsed because every time back then, I don't know about now. It's been a long time, but cigarette smokers, and going to the smoking a cigarette and going to the bathroom go hand in hand.
Okay.
Like when you want to take a dump, you usually got a cigarette with you. Did you know that, City?
I believe that because my children's father, he used to smoke cigarettes. He always used to smoke in the bathroom.
Right.
Go in the bathroom and sit on the toilet.
Right, and smoke,
like,
right, which is,
right?
which I think is counterproductive.
He's like, pass me my cigarettes. I'm going to the bathroom.
Right. And it's this one of those triggers. So I gotta be careful. I really want to get to these 30 days. I really want to say to you guys, I made it to 30 days, but
Oh, look, Shawn, your mom is watching. Hey,
Oh,
Mama
my
Harvey. Maybe she's still watching. Shawn is day 9 of staying away from sugar.
she knows.
Good. Well, she's happy then. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we talk about. And now, okay, enough of that. Day 9. I keep you guys updated, and we'll see what happens.
What did your mom say to do? She has any remedies?
Well, but the
Staying
first
away
thing she
from
said,
sugar?
she's like, well, you're not that bad, but you know.
Because she don't know the extent of you eating gallons of ice cream.
That she didn't see, but now she know now because you freaking just said it.
Yeah, when he's at home,
When I'm home, forget it.
When the lights are out.
And when Tanya goes to sleep, I'm even feeding. Cindy, and one more thing about
Are you
that.
one of those people that can eat in the middle of the night?
No, I can't.
No, okay, that's good. I don't do that.
But Cindy,
people
this-
like, oh, I keep a snack by the bed. What?
Nah, I do that.
Wait,
Cindy,
at night and eat. I can't do that.
I walk to the kitchen to get my snacks. I'm a man. I'm from the Bronx.
No, but just I won't wake up from sleep to eat. That's never been me. Even
Nah.
when I wake up, I'm not one of those people like, oh, I need breakfast. I can wait until like 2 in the afternoon to eat. So I'm not like that. So people that are like that, I'd be like, how? My son used to be like that. As soon as he wakes up, he like wants to eat. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
bro, give me a minute. Like you literally woke
Yeah.
up, you want eggs and bacon.
Yeah, right. 30 seconds after he wakes up.
Right.
That's fuel. He needs fuel.
I'm like, okay, like drink some water real quick.
All right, so I figure, guys, I'll just keep telling on myself and sharing with. I figure telling on myself will prevent the relapse, because with relapses, Cindy J, I think that you go into an isolation mode in your mind and you don't tell anybody your thoughts. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then you relapse
Right.
because you didn't share.
Right.
So I'm just sharing. Day 9, and it got B Love. You still there? Oh, hold on a second. Let me
Hey,
get this.
girl.
Cindy.
I didn't know B Love was on the phone. She was on this phone the whole time.
No, just put it on there just now.
Okay.
Just to make sure. Cindy.
Good morning.
Hold on. I got it now. Cindy, this is how bad it was. Everybody B Love's on the phone. She gonna chop it up with me.
Good morning.
Hey,
I just
girl.
got on the phone, Senny. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Hey, girl.
I'm
Morning.
watching Shawn with the shakes as we speak. I'm like, my goodness. I don't know whether I should hug him or give him a sugar cube or something.
Oh, my
Like,
Cindy,
don't feed the bears.
Cindy, I went to get some ice cream at the supermarket, right? You know, I got the Haagen-Dazs, you know, the whole thing. And Cindy, they had some dog ice cream in the supermarket. And the dog ice cream was about a regular ice cream for us. So one of my justifications and rationalizations for eating for the ice cream was to get the dog some ice cream. So I felt better about myself.
No.
So I got the ice cream
Ice
for
cream
myself.
for no one in the house right now.
But I got the dog some ice cream. So, see, I crack open my ice cream. and give him an ice cream. So now I got an ice cream buddy.
No. You've been eating. You ate some ice cream?
No, this was before I stopped.
No. Don't do that.
I don't know. It sounds like he snitched on himself to me, Senny. Like, he
Right.
just had
No,
ice
no,
cream
no.
with the
This is
dog.
no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He did this yesterday.
No. I'm sorry. This was before I, stopped. I'm on day 9.
Oh, you were trying to justify.
Yeah,
the
I was on
ice
day.
cream
I was to
box.
justify the ice cream by getting the dog some ice
You
cream.
trying to make the dog a diabetic?
Yeah,
But that's what I was about to say. So now y'all both gonna be diabetic together.
but B, that's the insidious part of addiction. If I can, Cindy, if
Taking
I
somebody with you.
right, if I got somebody with me to rock out, then I could keep it going.
But you do know that the dog cannot go to the store and buy ice cream, Sean, right? Like, you do know.
Yeah, no, I got to buy the ice cream. But okay, enough of that. Guys, day 9, I'll let you know what's going on. No sugar, completely nothing. And my mood is still weird. I do see a little light at the end of the tunnel, but there's a serious struggle. I almost relapsed yesterday. I just want to let everybody know what's going on. All right, that's it. B, whatever you want to say. Let B loves on it. All right, let's go.
Hey, girl.
And B, it goes to it basically goes to addiction. It goes to obsessive and compulsive behavior. It goes to keeping secrets. It's a lot when you want to stop doing something.
I see. Like, giving up sugar, I never realized that giving up sugar was like this much of a struggle. And as I watch you shaking over there on the other side of the room, I'm like, I don't want to give up sugar. What else do I have to give? I don't want to give up sugar.
What are you doing? Are you a candy eater or what's going on? What are you eating?
I like my snacks. I like my candy.
See?
I like my snacks. But, it's so funny because my mom, like, right before she passed, she was diagnosed with diabetes, and it was because of her food intake. And it was like we went to the dietitian, and she told us how much sugar she could have, and she couldn't. The portions on the plate. And then we would go to the store and go food shopping, and she'd want to pick up the snacks, the cakes, and the ice cream, and I'm like, you can't eat that. I was like the bad guy. You can't eat that. And then I would leave her house, come the next morning, and I swear that chocolate cake was sitting right up on that counter, like, yeah, I'm here. Don't disrespect me or the game. Like, mind your business. And I'm just like, I'm fighting for her life. So I get it, Sean. I get it. But it looks hard. So I take my hat off to you. I'm taking my hat off to you.
Senny,
Good job.
Senny, Wegmans up the block, the supermarket, they got this chocolate cake in there, Senny. It is so good. It is so sweet, man. Oh, God.
Stop. Don't think about it. Oh, my God. I know. And then you just feel like you start feeling like resentful of the people around you because you're like.
Because some people.
Like they're just eating it.
Yeah, because.
like you get mad that your body, it's just your body processes it.
Yeah, it's different.
differently.
Yeah.
But you just feel like everybody's against you.
Right. And you're right.
Like it's easier said than done.
Exactly. And like B and other folks can just eat, eat the sweets and the chocolates and whatever, and they could be fine. Nothing's wrong with them.
Yeah. I'm not a sweets, and I kind of don't even feel your pain either because I'm not a sweets person.
Right.
Like I don't even really like it. Like, yeah, like I enjoy cake and stuff like that, but I don't usually buy it when I go to the grocery store. Like I don't have to have it.
CB.
Like I don't get a craving for sweets.
CB, when I hear people like Cindy just shared that, and people who don't eat sweets, I think they're strange. I think there's something wrong with people
Who don't eat sugar?
that don't eat sugar. Like, you're boring. Who are you? I
mean, yeah, I like it. Of course, I'll eat. Like, I'll eat cake. I'll eat it. But I'm not like, oh, I need some ice cream right now.
That's why she's not on a sugar deprivation diet. She can eat what she wants.
I know. I probably need more sugar.
Oh.
I should get my blood checked.
Oh.
My doctor actually, when I got checked last year, they said everything's fine.
well, that was last year.
Yeah, I need to go this year.
Yeah.
I'll go this year.
All right. Well, you know what? I would suggest you not try this because the mood. I don't know how you are. You know how you are with your own mood swings, but the mood swings are out of control. And I'm gonna clap for myself because, I live with someone.
Right.
And that's an easy one, B, to project your anger or whatever you're going through to the next person.
Right.
because we feel bad about ourselves or whatever we're going through, and we want to project that to somebody else, right?
Right.
I've, for 9 days now, have refrained from that. My wife said, what's wrong? And I said, it's the sugar thing, and I'm good, and let's go on with our night or day or whatever. So I'm going to give myself some credit, CJ, because especially with men, I know us men, God bless us, I think men project their anger to women more than women do men. What do you think, Senny?
Yeah.
What do you think, B?
I don't know. I think us women are more emotional. I think it's easy for us to get angrier at you guys sometimes and kind of feel like you guys need to, suck it up sometimes. So, and it could be over a range of a bunch of things. It doesn't even have to be over sugar. You know what I mean? It's like when you have when you have a partner or a mate, they kind of become your emotional dumping ground. So the fact that you've been able to hold off 9 days now, we are going to continue to count down, Shawn, just so you know. We are watching this intently and lively every day. We are watching for the sugar updates. We want to know what day is going to be where you're going to snap. Just saying.
Senny, I can't.
When do you think your snap day is, Shawn?
Senny, I can't.
20.
I can't even scream at the wall. I don't know. It's snap day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what day that's gonna be. Day 9 and just trying to get to 30. But Senny, once
Just trying to get to day 10.
well, I'm trying to get through the rest of this day. But Senny, once I get to 30 days, should we turn up on day 31?
No. You can have maybe you can give yourself like a little cheat day like every 30 days. You can have some ice cream, like a 2 scoops or something. I don't know what the recommended dose is, but
Can you get back on the horse once you've fallen off, Shawn? Like, do you think after 30 days you can have sugar, or is this something that you're just gonna have to with the drugs and the alcohol, like you have to refrain?
I'm have to reframe. I'm gonna have to do a Mike Raspy. I can't. If I do say if I do 30 days and then I go to the 31st day, and Senny, we got to move on. I know you got a lot to talk about. We're gonna get into whatever you want to talk about.
That's okay. We're good.
All right, Senny. If I go to day 31, if I go to day 31 and start the sugar and the cakes and the candy, it's going right downhill. It's gonna be a major relapse.
Right.
I just won't stop. It would be the 30 days would be a waste for me. I think I have to stay away. That's how bad this is.
Wow.
I want some Haagen-Dazs right now.
Well, then stick to it. Your health is important. I don't think people realize how important, these small changes that we make to our lifestyles matter. So stick with it, Shawn. We got your back.
Right.
No sugar.
Senny, while we got B on the phone, let's go with the first story while B is on the phone with us. Guys, welcome to the show. Energy's low for me right now, but I'm fine. Go ahead, Senny.
not the energy.
Yeah, energy's low. What you got?
Okay. Well, the first story that I'm going to talk about, it seems like. Oh, well, do you want to do the story or do you want to do
whatever you want to do? I'm thinking about
Okay.
a Twizzler right now.
Okay. Well, maybe you might be able to help with this beat. Okay. So on Wednesdays, we still haven't thought of a name for the segment. I'm gonna think about it. Where we have people where we encourage everybody to write into us, to contact us, to let us know about any problems that they're having, whether it's It's in the middle. Oh, okay. Whether it's relationships or whether it's just everyday life, things going on with your family, everything like that. So, and we encourage everybody to write it into at the Shawn Harvey Morning Show at gmail.com. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show, that whole thing at gmail.com. Okay. But I do have a story for you guys, and this person doesn't know what to do.
Well, go ahead with the story.
Hey, everyone. I really love the show and all your different opinions, so I'm going to take a chance and share my story with you all to get some insight. This year, I made a promise to myself that I would only have sex on the grounds that I was in a committed relationship. Well, a few months ago, I met an amazing man who seems perfect for me. We get along well. We have great conversation. My family likes him, and he is just checking all the boxes for me. He's reliable, he's God-fearing, and he's funny. Now, this past weekend, while we were having a discussion about sex, he revealed to me that he has herpes. Now, he hasn't had an outbreak in a while, and he does take his medication, and his two girlfriends prior to me, he hasn't passed it along to them. He wanted to let me know what was going on so that he can be honest before we were intimate. But now I'm more confused than ever. And that's the end of it.
First of all, hold on. I wish they stopped banging in the street. No.
Oh, yeah. Sorry if you guys hear that. They're doing construction literally
should stop until
right outside the window.
They should stop until we finish the show. All right. So he's an amazing guy. Checked all the boxes, and
But has herpes.
but he has herpes.
He's a 10, but
No, he's not a 10.
Go
he
ahead.
has an
Let's start there.
incurable.
He's not a 10.
No, he's still a 10. He just has an incurable STD.
What's your thoughts,
That
B?
makes you a not 10. Okay, when you have an incurable disease, that knocks you down from a 10. Sorry, just.
But everything else, they're getting along great and they have a good relationship, and obviously they haven't been intimate yet. So
I say this, and before B gets her thoughts, I say this. You ready? You guys are ready?
what is your
Be
thoughts on
listening.
He's a 10. I don't give a damn what he said. It goes back to the guy yesterday. At least he gave this woman an
Oh, here we
opportunity
go with the
to
honesty.
share what the hell he's going through. There's a
Okay,
lot of
this-
guys out here with dirty slongs, and y'all don't even know it.
Very true.
And this
Yeah.
guy, again, see, this is the problem with you women today. You have a problem with honesty.
Okay, this is the type of honesty definitely that I can
You
appreciate.
don't want
I
no
appreciate
type
all
of
honesty.
honesty. You want
this honesty.
you want
I
the
want this
whole
honesty.
10. This guy is a 10.
Yeah,
He's not a 10.
He's a 10, and let me tell you something.
He's a 9
He-
and a quarter. Okay,
B.
he's not a 10.
B, have you ever been in a I'll ask you like I asked Senny and everybody else. Have you ever been in a relationship with a man that was a total lie? He lied through the whole relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this is a man who didn't lie.
That doesn't make him a 10.
And that makes him a 10.
a 9 and a quarter, because guess what? We can't have unprotected sex.
Yes.
And are you insurable? That's what stuff like this comes down to. Because I need to make sure if I get into a relationship with your ass, you're insurable. Is herpes an uninsurable thing? Because if it is, he goes down to a 6.
Senny, find out if you can get life insurance with herpes. My whole thing is whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah,
you can have sex with herpes.
Yes.
Yeah, and catch it.
You can have
I'm just
there's a
saying.
window.
She said he hasn't passed it along. Well, to her, not girl.
So they're having
He
sex.
knows of. It doesn't matter. Hold on.
So they're
Hold
having
on,
sex,
Sean.
Senny.
Hold on.
No, they
Sean.
haven't had sex
Hold
yet.
on.
They were talking
A woman
about.
with kids is not a 10, but a man with herpes who tells the truth is a 10. I'm confused.
What she said?
I said a woman with children is not a 10, but a man with herpes because he tells the truth is a 10.
What? I never said that. A woman that has kids could be a 10. I don't care about that. As long as she's honest
I'm
and
just saying, everybody has their own number games in terms of how you numbering people, and at the end of the day, he has an incurable disease that he could possibly pass to me.
And there's a lot of other incurable diseases that men pass to women, like lying and cheating and doing all of those. Those are incurable diseases too that you'll
Those
deal
are
with.
curable. We've gotten over those love hangovers.
No, you
but I
haven't.
cannot
No, you haven't.
leave
Some
this
of you-
I cannot leave the herpes love hangover at home. This is what I'm saying. I can't leave this bag at the door. This is a bag that's traveling with me, and it's traveling with you. So I'm just saying I appreciate the honesty. But, and here's what's crazy. If you're not having any kids, so this woman who's seeing this guy, if you're not having any kids, I guess you could roll it because you can always, protect yourself. But herpes breaks out on the lips too, right?
Yeah, but
And,
wait.
and it's on the mouth and it's down. So I'm just saying I can't kiss you. I can't jump on you. You're not a 10. You're not a 10. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Wait,
Yeah.
I think that.
Oh, yeah,
I
Senny.
think what.
Go ahead, Senny.
No, but I can understand your sentiment on this for sure, because it's do I, it's do I really want to run out and get into a relationship with somebody that has HIV right now? I'm gonna
Right.
say no.
By
but
choice?
by choice, right? But if obviously they know each other on another level besides sex, and besides being physical, and so I can understand. I think that maybe they should talk to a doctor. First of all, there's a lot of things about herpes.
Exactly.
That a lot of people have it. It's like one in 3 or 5 people has herpes, to be honest.
Senny, stop for a second. Stop for a second. Stop for a second. I don't mean to stop your flow.
I think they should speak
Senny,
to a doctor.
I want you to find out if you have herpes, you can have sex with another person. I believe
they say you can.
There's a
have
window.
condoms on.
There's a window
They
time.
say with condoms, and if you are not having an active outbreak,
Right. So
then
so
you
B,
can.
so B,
Then you can have sex.
So what are you talking about? There's a lot of
So
couples
if there's no bumping going on, there's no.
when they got
No
a window.
herpes
If
bump,
you have
they have a window.
if you got herpes, the partner's gonna say, listen, between the 1st and the 15th, we good. On the 17th, if you jump in this vagina or penis, it's a wrap.
Right.
It's a
It
wrap.
might be over for
It's
you.
gonna be
It's a
over.
risk. That's what we saying. It's a risk. We're not saying it's a wrap. We're saying it's a risk. And all I'm saying is, like W.M. Dixon said, that's a -10, a sexually transmitted disease. Yo, I'm sorry. There's certain things I could put up with. I
hear
could put
you.
up with baby mamas. I could put up with bad credit. We could fix bad credit. We could check bad baby mamas. But what we can't do, we cannot ever have unprotected sex. And, as somebody that's supposed to be my partner, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anyone's offended by the number system. That's just not an option for me. That's all I'm saying.
No, I hear you, and I
Let me
respect.
get some quick facts on herpes.
Yeah, of course.
On herpes.
Okay, I know one thing.
What do you know, Sean? Sean knows.
I know.
Tell him your story, Sean. About the lady.
I sure will. Relationship number 37.
Right.
We was chopping it up. It was a good look. It was actually one of the chicks I went to high school with that lived in the hood. She was like the bad bitch on the block.
Okay.
Light skin, light skin thing. She's bad. She was nice body, all that.
I know she was, Sean.
And we linked up. I don't know. We ran into each. I don't know. I think it was at a comedy. I don't remember. This is years back. And we started dating, and it got to that point where it was time to bust a nut. Mom, stop listening to the show. And we had that conversation, B. She said, hey, listen, I got to tell you, this is what it is. I have herpes. She told me straight up, and I really, I would never forget this woman for all the rest of my entire life. She didn't have to share that with me. Of course, yes, I didn't pursue the relationship. We just became friends. I was like, I can't do this, And maybe, if I'd have had some more education on it, maybe, I don't know, maybe I would have continued on.
You definitely would have smashed if you had more education.
Yeah,
You're
but
mad.
I didn't.
But-
I didn't. When she said herpes, I checked out. I get it. But
That's what I'm saying. There's certain words that turn you
yeah,
off.
I get it.
There's certain words that turn you on, and there's certain words that turn you off. And herpes is an off word.
But let me tell you something. There's a lot of collateral damage. You said incurable, right? But there's other situations that women go through, and men with breakups, lying, cheating, the whole situation, that it corrodes their body and it becomes incurable. And then men and women, they have resentments with relationships moving forward with anyone because of what happened to them in the past. Now, you know what, B? That's a disease as well. And let me tell you something about this herpes virus. When Corona was out, nobody give a damn about herpes then. That Corona was out here knocking
we were quarantining in place, so we kind of figured if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. But all I'm saying is it's not an option. And I think what's crazy about this is when we think about all the things that hold us back from dating today, the things that hold us back from moving us forward in dating, emotional baggage, financial baggage, whatever. This should not be the thing on the table that should be the deal breaker, but it would be, at least for me. If I have an option, if you're telling me and I know, I won't hold it against you as a person, but I don't think that I would want to be with you romantically.
Number one
and
in the
it's
chat.
messed up,
Number
but
one.
it's true.
Number one in the chat room, if you have all the knowledge on herpes and your partner has it, are you still dating?
Let's
And
hear
put
the
a,
knowledge on herpes.
put a
Like,
number two if herpes is a deal breaker. Go ahead, Senny.
I have a couple of facts about herpes.
Well, then share your facts, young lady.
Herpes affects about 1 in 5 adults.
See?
And this is about genital herpes because there's 2 type of herpes you can have.
Right.
You can have oral herpes, which some of us have experienced, HSV1.
Yeah.
Get a little cold sore.
Little cold sore.
Got a little Vaseline
Little blitty bliss on there. Little Grandmaster blister. Little Vaseline, little something on the lips.
That's a form of herpes.
Word, the little one that's on the top
Just
left.
a little one. It's always in the corner of
Right.
the mouth,
Or
right?
it's-
Or like on the top of your lip.
Yeah, on the left side. On the left side of the top lip.
Hate that. I haven't
have
had.
enough knowledge to know I ain't messing with it. Like, I'm good. I understand
B.
the facts. Word no.
There's more facts.
Hold on a second. B, you never had in your whole entire life that little blister on the left side of the top lip or a little cold sore on the bottom lip? You never had one of those, B?
I've never
Little
had
bump-
whatever.
Little bump on the lip?
No, you know-
cold
you know-
sore on the lip. In fact, I used to be afraid of the cold sore on the lip. I'm like, ew.
B,
Put a 1
That
in the
means you got
chat room.
booties.
B, you
Put
never
a 1 in
had.
the chat room. You had a little bump on the lip.
Well, Cindy, give me 3 number ones on
Okay.
that bitch. B, you never had the cold sore. The cold sore.
I've
The
never
cold
had
sore on the
cold
lip.
sore.
I
Never.
had one. I was literally young. I was like 15.
Come on.
I was in high school.
Give us
I was
some more
so
facts.
embarrassed.
Shout out to my peoples out there living with the herpes, man. God
Okay.
bless you. Go ahead.
They're living with the herpes.
They are. Listen, 1 in 5 adults. That means how many people in this?
That means the 3 of us that are talking right now, all 3 of us got it. Because there's not 5 people in this mother. So
I
B,
hate it.
you
I
and
can
myself,
say I don't
we
have
got
it.
it. We got it. We got it. I'm gonna have a meltdown. Sugar relapse. We got it. We got it, baby. It's 3 of us. 1 in 5. We're missing 2. We got it.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Sid.
between all of us, right?
Exactly.
Definitely the SEAL team got it.
Seal team got it. Princess got it.
Protest!
I ain't got it. I'm not claiming it. Y'all can have it. Y'all can advocate for it.
Okay, let me get back to my facts.
Go ahead.
You cannot catch herpes from toilet seats, hot tubs, or any other objects. It is spread through close skin contact, typically during sexual activity. Okay? Once exposed to the virus, herpes never leaves your body. However, not everyone who is exposed will develop symptoms. So you could be walking around here with herpes and be asymptomatic.
Ooh.
That's
Asymptomatic.
scary.
Yeah, we all know
That's
what that
scary.
means.
We all know, and that's why 1 in 5 adults has it because everybody's still having sex. They don't
Right.
care. They're like, I ain't got no bumps, so why
Right.
am I gonna go get tested? This is why you
Exactly.
need to get tested.
That
because-
means take yourself to the doctor and get checked today, immediately,
Well.
well,
right now.
to know if you have it, you may experience the most common symptoms of an active herpes outbreak are small, fluid-filled blisters on the genitals, buttocks, or mouth.
Ooh.
They typically are very painful and may burn.
Ooh.
You may experience flu-like
Look,
symptoms
Little burn.
a few days before the lesions developed. These are called prodromal symptoms, which are fever, muscle aches,
Oh, my God.
fatigue.
You
So you
can't
might
e-
just get sick
So you-
a couple days after messing with somebody. Like, dang, I'm
You can't,
sick.
but you can't even hide this. Like, it's,
So this is what you signing up for, though? I'm just curious. We
no,
signing up
no,
for
no,
this?
no. I'm saying
This
this.
is just what to look out
right,
for.
and then after that, what happens?
Well, and then
Then
after that,
you gotta
that's
get your
that's-
medicine.
well, that's your outbreak, and
Right.
then you know you're having an outbreak
Right.
because the first herpes outbreak is typically the most painful,
Right.
and typically lasts longer than recurrent outbreaks.
Right.
So this outbreak
And
it
how
could be a
often-
couple days, it could be a couple of weeks.
And then that happens for the rest of your life.
Well, yes, and then you can get medication.
Right.
They say it's not recommend. Like, let's say you find out you have herpes.
Damn.
And decide to be like, okay, let me go to the doctor so I don't get an outbreak or I don't da-da-da. It doesn't work like that. The medication can only be given
Why you have an outbreak?
if you have an outbreak, yeah. So you can't even be proactive on this joint.
Yeah, so in your outbreak, that's when you take your medicine.
Like,
Yeah.
you gotta
That's
be
when you got to
messed
get the
up in the game.
Valtrex.
The Valtrex. But say right.
So those are just,
So
you know,
but when you're
abusive.
not outbreaking,
When you don't have an outbreak, you're just fine.
When you're not outbreaking, you're just holding on to it quietly,
That's-
spreading it quietly. That's what you're doing.
so when you're not outbreaking, then that's when you can have your little sexual fun.
Okay, it says you should not be sexually active if you have an outbreak, as you will transmit the virus to the other person.
Right.
There
you go.
Using a condom will also reduce the risk of transmission, but does not protect against all cases. Herpes, again, cannot be cured, but the symptoms can be treated with the use of medications. Most patients are able to lead a normal, healthy sex life despite the diagnosis.
See?
Healthy diet and regular exercise can help to reduce stress and boost your immune system,
See?
decreasing your chances of an outbreak.
There you
However,
go.
it doesn't eliminate
Of
it.
course. Sydney, just do me a favor.
It says you do not have to take medication for the rest of your life
See?
if you have been diagnosed with herpes. Many people only take medication during active outbreaks.
See? So you can actually go on with your life.
Yeah.
Sydney, let's see if there's a story. See if there's any successful relationship herpes stories. Okay, what you gonna say?
No, I was just saying, like, you know, this could be something that you can do, ma'am. lady.
So everybody, B Love's on the phone.
But,
and
or
just-
you can run. You can run away from love.
You could either run away from.
Well, you could run into herpes. Like, I'm just saying, that's a big job to take on as a woman or a man or a partner. You know, it's a big job, and I take my hat off to anybody who would want to do it. You know, dating is hard enough as is. It's like, okay, so what if I get with you, right, and you have herpes, and I protect myself, but then 5 years down the line, it turns out that you a lie and a cheat, and I put myself on the line for you. Like, I don't know.
I mean, that
don't
still
know if it's a
happens.
risk worth taking.
Well, because people still go through it now. I mean, women, they go to the doctor, find out they're pregnant, get all these tests, and then find out that their husband gave them something. I mean, it's still happening.
I'm not really sure that makes it okay. It actually is like the same thing. It makes it terrible. And
I mean, it does, but at least, but at least, but if you're with somebody that's telling you, and you guys are both being upfront and being cautious, there's a lot of people that even when dating, they don't want to talk about their status or even like, oh, let's go get tested together. They'll be like, oh, I'm good, or da 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 da. People like to brush it off, and it is important in all relationships.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Before we go down that road of the impending doom, because we always go down that. You guys, I don't go down. You guys always go down that road.
What road?
I'm saying in this particular situation, in this scenario, the guy's not cheating. This is a healthy relationship. She's just
We
dealing.
don't know that yet.
Well, she just said
I
in
mean,
the
at
letter.
least for him telling.
Everybody's taking a gamble
Yeah,
here.
but
I'm
wait a
taking
minute, in
gamble
the
on your dirty penis. Like, you've already made bad decisions.
Wait a minute.
So I'm just saying.
B. She's already is having sex with the guy. They're in a relationship.
They're not having sex.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're not.
No, they had to talk about
Okay.
sex.
So
he
B-
wanted to be honest with her
Right.
before they got intimate.
Okay, so B. Say if. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's welcome to Harvey's house. Just say if she made a decision to have sex with this man that has this virus, and they have a healthy relationship, and there's no drama, and he's not cheating, and he's just a good man. He just has herpes, and they're having a great sex life. You know, they can't have sex on, while he's doing his outbreaks.
Right, they're not having a great sex life, Sean. So let's
Why
just
they're
stop
not
that
having
right here.
speed? There are couples out here that are together that are not having sex and don't have a great sex life and don't have a virus.
Well, I'm just saying.
No,
that
I'm just
that's
no.
okay.
I'm just
Can
saying.
I be
If
virus-free
you're gonna
and
throw
sex-free?
sex life in there, then we could go all day with that. We're just saying like they have a normal sex life and they're doing okay with each other. You don't think that
And
two
she
people can relate with each other that way?
I'm not saying that two people can't relate that way. I'm just saying that if I'm going into a relationship, there's enough challenges. And I'm not saying that this might not be, like, I actually know somebody from the past who, I can't remember what he has, but it's something like, it's not herpes. I think it starts with a T. That it's something that you, like, it's luggage that doesn't go away. And I was just like, as I love all the other dynamics about you, but I also don't want to compromise myself or my body.
I get
And
it.
I'm not saying that we don't. I'm not saying that we don't, but I'm just saying, if I know, it definitely changes the dynamic for me. That's all I'm saying.
I
I
say,
can agree with that.
B, this is what I say to the young lady, and thanks for the email. We appreciate you. Young lady, I say move on and continue with this endeavor with this
feel
young man because
sad.
it ain't
Sounds like this guy's really great.
listen, ladies, to this young lady, you already know there's no men out there. They're not there. They're gone. They're done. There is, for every one man, there is 47 women. Remember, years back it was 10. It was 1 to 10. Now it's 1 to 47, and you can bunch B-Love and Senny into those numbers.
You know what?
It's every one man. There's 47 women out there. For a woman, there's it's only one man for 47
half of a
women.
man.
It's half of a man. You get right. You get half of a man. You got a
Right.
man here who's a good man. Young lady, I say this. All this information that Senny shared, I'm for sure that they probably had another discussion, and he's probably sharing, his medical history and how he deals with it. And young lady, if he's a good man like that, I say go for it.
I think you should go to because it seems like you wouldn't write in unless you really like him.
Yeah.
And you already made kind of like a little vow of celibacy to yourself. So keep going with that. Keep getting to see. Okay, now he dropped this on you. Continue not sleeping with him, and see what that is like. You know what I mean? And go to the doctor together and get the information for yourself, like from a doctor. And then see if it's something that can work for you.
Or you could be single for the rest of your freaking life.
No, that's not the alternative.
Because there's no
But
other
you
men out
could
there. Only good men out there, the men out there that got
She's
herpes.
not having sex right now to protect herself, her mind, her body, her spirit. She's
See if
not
you-
having
See if you can get in touch with the ex-girlfriends.
put herself in a situation where she may be compromising herself. I would just say, listen, if I was giving the advice, I'd be like, look, sis, I understand that it's hard out here, and it is hard out here. But that doesn't mean that you have to compromise or settle for something that, and it might not be settling to her. It may be perfectly fine. But somebody who's not sleeping with other people generally is somebody who cares about her body and her well-being. So if she's not doing that with anybody, does she want to do that with somebody who could possibly give her something? I don't know. I'm just saying, think about it. Take your time in the relationship, and hey, if you're okay with having sex 15 days out of the month, go for it, girl. Go for it. And it's not even unpredictable sex. Like, you can't even be spontaneous and be like, I'm gonna go home and jump on my man. You know what I'm saying? You can't do anything.
You can
if he's
do
not
that
having an outbreak.
you can do that on the 1st and the 15th.
He could go. He could go months without an outbreak.
Right, he could go or definitely on the 1st and the 15th. You can do it on the 17th through the 23rd. You can't.
I don't understand it. If you're going through the motions of protecting yourself, then to be with somebody who you can't be fully with, it just really doesn't make sense to me. That's just me.
Then that's sad, though. Then if you think about it, B, for all the people that do unfortunately have STDs that may be incurable, but they can live with, that it's almost like saying that they don't deserve love.
Right. What about a little VD? What about a little something, little chlamydia, something light? B,
I need something
you can
that's
cure that.
curable through penicillin. I'm
B,
just saying.
B, what about a little? What about a little
all the
chlamydia?
people, the over 1 million Americans that have herpes shouldn't be with anybody.
City, find out how many of us have herpes right now.
It says 1 in 5 adults,
Let's
but let me see
find
what
out
the
how
CD.
much. Now, if you don't mind saying, B, I respect.
And this is that we know of.
Right, we're going straight to the Drug Administration's website. B, I respect what you're saying, and I respect your opinion, and it's helpful to the listening audience, no question about it. And folks, if I say to this young lady, go for my man Michael B is in the chat room. What's up? Good morning, and special shout out to Lynette Serrano. Matter of fact, we're gonna shout out the room today. We're gonna show him some love. Thank you. And thanks everyone for their donations to the show. Keeps the show running. We appreciate you. I don't care what these people are saying in the chat room, and WM and Princess and all these guys.
They're saying the same thing I'm saying. Hell,
I'm saying this, especially to the women. You get lied on constantly, 24 hours a day in your relationships, which is almost the equivalent of having the herpes virus. Because you know what you do? You get upset and you get very resentful and you get so angry at your current relationship that most of you women can't let this resentment go for the rest of your lives. You jump into the next relationship and you have heavy resentment going into that relationship. To me, that's a virus as well. Go ahead, Senny.
I want to go in with resentment. That I can leave resentment at the door.
No, you
Sean.
can't. Some people can't. Some people can't. And you know that there are some women out there that you know or been in contact with or know someone. There are some women and men that are hateful and resentful, and they carry it on for the rest of their lives for what some other person did to them. Go ahead, Senny.
This is according to World Health Organization as of 2017. It is estimated that in the United States, 47.8% of people aged 14 to 49 have HSV1, which is, the cold sores of herpes, while 11.9% of Americans in the same age group have HSV2.
That's the real one.
That's the genital herpes. This means that over 195 million people in the United States may have genital herpes. According to the CDC, they estimate that there are 776,000 new cases of genital herpes in the U.S. each year.
Now, there's 365 days in a year.
Absolutely.
700 and something thousand. That's 5,000 a day.
And I know about it, and I voluntarily run into the front of the line to be like, okay, let me get my bag. I don't think so. Let me get my bag.
You going right to the source, girl. She going right to the source.
I refrain. I'm good.
Know that 47.1% of Americans, there's 350 million people in this country. Okay? 150 million of us over here. We got the regular herpes.
At least 52.7% that don't have it, and I'm just trying to stay on that side of that number.
And on that side, okay, and on the 50%.
I am not running to the front of the line like, I can't. Okay, give me your luggage. Okay. I'm good. I have the emotional baggage I have to deal with. I have the other shit I have to deal with. I am not dealing with herpes. That is just me. I'm just saying.
I hear Senny, and out of 52 of the folk, 52% that she's talking about, only 1% are eligible African American men.
She gonna find them though.
Okay,
I have faith in my girl.
1% of the 52.
Is she gonna find them? That's a lot of men. Listen, 1% out of what? 200 million.
Yeah.
How many men is in the United States?
4.
It's in the hundreds of millions. So technically there is a lot of men out here, and 1% of that is still a lot.
Okay, so B, here we go. What would be your for the young lady who wrote the letter?
My advice would be to just do exactly what she's doing. Stay patient. You know what I'm saying? In the relationship, and really, if they've been dating, continue to get to know him, and get past the representative, because we all have one. And make sure that if you're going to be grabbing bags, you stacking bags, they're worth it. Because at the end of the day, it only takes one time in an outbreak for her to catch it. And you know what I'm saying? As women, we want what we want when we want it. And I'm just saying it's a risk. That's all. Yeah. The same way everything is a risk, this is a risk with times 2.
Now,
so
I can agree with that.
Now,
it could be me. Is all I'm saying.
No, I hear you.
God bless you, sis. I'm just saying.
God bless.
I agree with
now,
that.
Now, Senny, if it's 47% of us with this whole the regular everyday, the coast that means B, you, and myself have been in contact with genital herpes throughout our lives. What you think?
Yeah,
Senny?
possibly. Thank God I didn't get it.
So B, if you was dating a dude, right, and you feeling this dude. And y'all went out to lunch, and he got that, date 5 city. Mm-hmm. And he got the bump, the cold sore on that top left lip.
Not the bump.
It's just a cold sore.
It's just a cold sore.
Be asking. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, what is that?
He's gonna say like 47% of the country have genital herpes.
And
No.
I'm gonna say, good for you. Glad we didn't kiss because I'm not like what's so crazy?
What? Wait a minute, B. You're out the door.
You don't want to be judged as a person,
Oh my
but
God.
you also have your deal breakers and like I don't know, lying, cheating, herpes, all deal breakers for me. You know what I'm saying? I
I'm
just
weak.
So
I
B,
don't
even B,
I
even
like you.
B, even the cold sore on the lip is a done deal.
I'm just saying, who wants to kiss a cold sore?
I mean, it's gonna go away in a few days
What is
before.
sexy about a cold sore? If
I'm
I'm
not-
looking at your cold sore and I'm side-eyeing it, like,
I didn't say kiss it. I'm just saying you see the cold sore. You know, it's gonna go away in a couple of days. Are you
Right.
ending that relationship?
right, I'm out.
Wow.
I'm out. I'm fasted and fast. The cold sore, the whole, now you're going to tell me what the cold sore is about. Like, it's not just a cold sore. Like, it's really herpes. Like, I'm good. I'm just really good. 'Cause dating, being in relationships is hard enough today. To take on, like, a medical condition like that, it's just a lot. It's a lot.
Say you're in an everyday relationship with your partner, and then he wakes up one morning and he has the cold sore. Are you out the door in a regular relationship?
Well, first of all, if he has a cold sore in a regular relationship, something's up.
What?
Because for me personally, dating, like I want the paper. I want to see the paper that says you don't have any of these things
Yeah, no doubt.
before we have sex. I need to see that paper.
That's true.
So if me and you are walking into this and everybody's clean on paper and you come up with a cold, it better be a cold sore, homie. Because if it turns out that it's more than that, you got bigger issues than herpes. Is my thing.
But Senny, the cold sore is the herpes.
Yeah, cold
He
sores
could have had
are
it from
herpes.
years when he was 9 years old.
Listen, if that paper says he doesn't have herpes, and we go back and there's herpes, I'm gonna have a whole issue with that.
He has
is
to
what I'm
have
saying.
his
And I
paper.
think that people should continue to be transparent. Like I appreciate the transparency, but also understand that with transparency comes my decision-making ability to say this is not something I want to move forward with.
Well,
like I appreciate his honesty and him telling her. But like, what date was that? Was that like 4 months in? Was that like date 4? Like, you also have to wonder that. How
Yeah, they said
transparent is
they've
he
been.
being?
Yeah, she said that they were dating for a few months.
Well, I'll
about
tell
3
you one
months,
thing, fellas.
4 months.
If you're dating B Love and you're in a everyday
Bring your
relationship,
papers.
and if you're in an everyday relationship with her, and year 2 you got that little cold sore on your lip, relationship's
out.
over.
It better say HSV1 on that paper. Better be
Right.
the 1, not the 2.
But B, would you
my
rather? But
God.
B, would you rather take 1 or 2? B.
I would take none. How about that? I would take.
The
B,
HS
47% of us have it.
the HSV1 is what you want to take, y'all.
That's what you want. You want the number 1.
I want the number 0. I want the one
Yeah.
that nobody has.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, young lady, Senny, what would you recommend to this young lady? And for you, Richard, what are they saying in the chat room, Senny?
I don't know. Everybody's all over the place. A lot of them are agreeing with B.
Okay,
they don't,
they
they don't want no
agreeing with you.
herb.
Okay.
They don't want no.
They don't want no
lip,
parts
lip,
of it.
lip.
No relationship. No nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? I say continue.
I agree with basically with what B said. I think that, because I always say it too. Just because somebody's great doesn't mean that you necessarily have to be together. So I think that you need to get all the facts. How do you feel about it? Like, would you be willing to date somebody that did have it, or, something like that? Or, sometimes I think about like, what if you were dating somebody that they didn't know they had it? Like maybe you guys had that talk and were like, oh, let's go get tested. And you guys go get tested and you find out they have something. Like, do you stop dating them? Are they disregarded now? Or do you still want to keep on dating them depending on what it is? I mean, who knows? Maybe you guys get married and you guys just have it together. Like, there are all types of relationships. So I think you have to figure out what is it about it that bothers you. Get the information from a doctor and then carry on from there. Just because you like this guy and he's amazing for you doesn't mean that you necessarily have to be together. Maybe you can just be your friend.
Well, first of all, I want to say it's a sad day for the people. Like, I feel
Because it
I feel
is a
for the
big
people.
thing, Sean.
I
It
feel
is,
bad
you
because
know,
the
or
people.
maybe you can get the herpes and then not have outbreaks. I mean,
My
there's all
whole
types
thing.
of things.
B Love, everybody. B Love's on the phone. Check her out tonight on Instagram, 6 p.m. I'm sad for the people who have herpes. Like, so now their lives is over with. Like,
Well,
they
they
can't do
know.
nothing no more. They can't have sex no
But
more.
it's
They
something
can't communicate with nobody.
No.
Do we put them in
They
the
can
box?
do
I feel
everything they
I
wanna
feel
do.
bad
They
for
just can't
them.
do it.
But
Like,
I-
what if you
I
and
feel
your
bad
you?
for them too.
It is something that they feel bad about, Sean.
No,
and
but
this
I'm
is
saying
why
I'm
it's
feeling bad for them because why
they
can't they
know
just
that.
go on with their lives? They
But-
made a mistake. They got a virus.
It's the same thing with people that are like, what are they? That are.
It's still not fair to them.
Anytime there is somebody that is deviated from the norm, people will say, "Oh, you know, I would never be with somebody, you know, that's in a wheelchair or that has this, or
Yeah.
you know, people that are, you know, that have mental issues or anything like that." People don't want to date that, or
Yeah, I
and
get
it
it.
has a negative stigma. So, but they learn how to cope and deal with it,
Yeah.
and then you just go on from there and just find the people that are for you.
I think that I
People
believe
should
that.
stop stigmatizing people.
yeah,
It's a problem
exactly.
and thinking that, oh, well, they have herpes. Oh, they must be, you know,
Yes.
sexually deviant.
Yes,
and
of
da-da-da.
course.
That's the things that have to stop going along with people that are not quote unquote normal, or you know, end up with things that could be no fault of their own.
I think, Senny, that is the bigger issue. How we take these folks and put them off to the side somewhere and almost discard them when they probably some of these folks are just good folks. Maybe they have a support group for their own. Maybe they have Herpes Anonymous. I don't know. Maybe they party on their own. They go herpes weekends. I don't know what they do.
There's probably herpes support.
This
if
this
people
this
together.
probably they probably got herpes parties. They probably turn up. They probably have a better life than what we have out here in these. City, find out the next if there's a herpes group up there. Find out and find out if there's a
Listen, I don't want all this stuff on my phone. Next thing you know, I'm
Right,
scrolling
I'm
Facebook. I'm getting Valtrex commercials. Look,
But
I don't
we
need
need to
keep
know
look-
the
I'm
information.
not
He's
looking
like
up.
the research, like the herpes expert
Right.
today.
I'm gonna have more
That's
stuff
a no,
on her.
Sean. It's a no.
They
It's
gonna
a
be
no.
showing me guys that possibly have herpes in my area. Nah, I don't
That's
need.
hilarious. See, there you go. You
I don't
just said
need all this
stigmatizing. Now look, that's what you're
I'm
doing
just
right
saying,
now.
I don't need that in my dating pool.
I
I'm
say-
selective enough.
I say this. My folks with the number 2. What's it called? In what?
HSV2 virus,
HSV2. HSV2
which is herpes
virus.
simplex virus
Right.
2.
If you got that
in the
number
second
2
degree,
in the second degree, that's 11% of y'all in this country. You know, live your life.
which is a lot of people.
It's
When
a
they say
lot.
200 million people, and that number's rising every day.
Yeah, and then for us regular folks with the bootleg herpes.
I mean, look how fast COVID spread. Stuff is spreading out here.
So my-
Y'all wear your mask.
That's right. I'm not wearing no mask. Y'all folks with the bootleg herpes, all of us, let's just live our lives. Take your cold sore. Take your bump.
Yes, wear your mask, wear your coat, wear your condom. Just protect yourself.
And B said, boy, B, you drive a tough bargain. If you're a man, don't and if you have an outbreak of a cold sore on your lip, just don't go
Stay your
around.
ass in the house, cause I'ma side eye you the whole time. with
She
your
ain't
little
gonna see
bump on
you.
your lip.
You better not see her. Say you got a week long trip you gotta go on.
Yeah, I think you better do
Right,
that.
She
no
don't want-
way.
That's right.
She don't want to see it.
I don't
So-
want to see it at
So
all.
it's 2-1 here and we're gonna move on to your next story, Senny. And B, if you don't mind, you could hang out with us for another 5 more minutes. We'll move on to the next story.
Of course.
So it's 2-1. B and Senny basically
But
saying
like,
bail out.
I agree with B. Like, nah, like, you know, I don't want somebody that has it. But I'm saying if the feelings are there, you know, and if you can deal with that.
And that's my sentiment here.
People
If
have
the
different
feelings are
levels.
there, and this is a good guy, and he's not out there running around lying, cheating, all things that men, some
He
women
seems like
expected
he's being
to do.
responsible.
If he's being
I'm just saying,
responsible
this is
and
where
he's
we
being
act though, like we're so desperate as women that we are just like, we'll take a good guy with herpes.
yes, of course,
Like I'm just like, I don't like.
yes.
Okay.
You're not desperate.
Again, not judging, just saying.
No, see, well, you are judging. Yeah, what I'm
not.
saying is this. No, but you said it right. You
This is
said the
where we
wrong
are
part.
Today. Like he's a good guy. So what? He's got herpes. So
That's-
what? He's got HIV. He's not on an outbreak.
Right.
You never know when it's gonna pop up.
Right. There you go, B. Now you see what welcome to Harvey's house. Now it's starting to make sense.
Prentice said I'm on the cusp of desperation.
I can't. Wait.
I really am. I am.
Yeah, the city.
No.
And no, the discard with Princess is saying, Senny, it's okay. It's okay. Don't let these people discourage you like that. Don't do it.
No,
it's
it's
okay.
okay.
It
No, but
might
I
be a
wouldn't-
nice guy out there.
I wouldn't judge somebody. I mean, I'd really get into it with them. I'd be like, so do you know where you got it from, though?
Right.
Like, what happened?
And what if they had a healthy, honest conversation about
yeah,
it?
like, let's have a conversation.
And
Like,
then he can even join his city. What if he even took a blood test? You know, you get your email. I took a blood test the other morning. I got the results literally in 90 minutes.
yes.
Like
You felt good about the blood?
Right. You know what I'm saying? B, what if the guy can take blood right then and there and you see?
Yeah, and you guys could get tested regularly together.
I think it's something that brings two people together.
Are you kidding me? Testing doesn't bring people together.
Why wouldn't it?
What are we talking about?
Are you serious? It's
Romantic
not.
dinners bring people together.
It's not-
Long
it's
walks
not-
and hiking bring people together. Testing
Be-
for herpes does not bring people together.
It sure
stresses
does.
me out.
It sure does,
It's
B, because
so
if it does,
stressful.
B, it sure
Oh,
does bring people together because
wow.
if you don't take the test, then you're not together and you're sick. This is a conversation. This is part of every day. It's like going to the supermarket. It's like doing anything else in a
I
relationship.
mean, really, girl?
Testing for herpes
You
is
guys-
not anything. There's nothing romantic about that part of the relationship.
Why? What? Why?
But if
And it's like, here, honey, here's your test. Let's see if you have an outbreak today. Because I want to have sex. And I want to make sure that you don't have anything bumping up. Like, no.
What's wrong with that conversation? Well, you women, B,
I
you
wanna
women
check
have
for
conversations.
bumpies, honey. Come here, let me check
Excuse
for
me.
bumps.
B, how many conversations you women have with men? Did you go out there and have you F that chick? You F that chick? I'm not giving you nothing because you F that chick. How many conversations women had in their lives with having that conversation with men? All of you.
Not all
Yeah,
of us.
All of
F
you have
that
had
chick
that
and are we
conversation.
Testing for herpes outbreaks are a little bit of a different conversation, Sean. I'm just saying.
All right.
I
Just
mean,
different.
thinking
Just
on the
different.
bright side, girl.
Yeah, let's think
you
on the
guys
bright side.
could start a TikTok and you guys could go viral talking about this.
Yes.
And everybody's watching you guys.
Watch your test results, all of that.
And you guys could talk about common myths regarding herpes,
Right.
and you guys could talk about your sex life. You guys could really hit this one out of the park.
And it brings your
You'll
relationship
definitely go
Bring
viral.
relationships together.
It
Like,
brings-
this is my new dating angle. So, by the way, I
Yes.
could possibly have herpes, but I hear that testing brings us together.
Yeah.
So, there is an upside, honey.
It is.
Like,
It really
don't
is.
worry. Like,
Go.
I can rub your bumps and you can rub mine. Like, no, we're good.
Go on TikTok.
And then B, and this goes for all of us. Like, say if our partner, has that outbreak, we're there for them. Take
Yeah,
care
to
of them.
support them. Obviously, they're gonna
support
be a little-
them.
they might be a little
Imagine you
sick.
have herpes and you're outbreaking all by your freaking self in the
Might
house.
be a plus away. I'm sorry. I'm just not that romantic.
City,
like, I
City,
like
yeah,
a different kind of
Senny,
romance.
Senny J, you're outbreaking by yourself.
Right. Oh, shout out to my Aunt Susan. She just said it's not romantic but responsible. There is life after herpes.
Oh.
Auntie
Auntie,
Susan.
we love you for your optimism.
What are you saying, Aunt Susan?
That's it. That Auntie Susan. That is so sweet.
Auntie Susan, thanks. See?
Aw.
It is because there are
Not
people.
romantic but responsible.
It
There
is.
is
See?
life after
So,
herpes.
see?
It sure is.
So guess what? Guess what, everybody? Harvey's right again. Welcome to Harvey's. Hold on. Well, ow, ow, ow.
Oh my God, are you okay?
I got
Jesus.
my knee.
Wait.
I hit my knee on the goddamn. Jesus
Sean,
Christ.
did you?
Wait, hold on.
Wait, move the thing.
God damn it.
Are you locking up?
The knee. Oh, shit. God damn it. All right. Okay. My car.
Sean. Jesus.
All right. Wait a minute. Jesus.
I didn't really want to grab you from behind.
Don't grab my ass till I got two freaking bones. I went to the doctor.
His knee's definitely locked up.
Oh, God. Hold on. Hold on.
Sorry about that.
Hold on. Hey, look, guys.
B, wait. Is she on the floor? I
Oh,
can't
B,
hear
yeah,
her.
you're on the floor. Wait, B. Hold on. You're on the floor, B. Wait a minute.
The phone is on the floor.
You're on the floor. B, you're on the floor. Hold on. Hold on, B. You're on the freaking floor. Wait.
Sean's
Wait.
knees
Say
locked
something,
up.
B. Say something real quick.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Finally.
Now, see?
Everyone, Sean's okay. His knees just locked up.
With the my knee, like, cause I banged my knee on this chair and it locked up.
That's what I said. Sean, did you tell
Oh,
your
my
wife
God.
about those knocked up knees before you got married to her? Like, did she know she would have to do knee therapy when she got with you, Sean?
He's getting
Did
these.
she know that, Sean? Is it romantic?
God, okay.
Are you going to go home and romantically get your knees iced, Sean?
Hold on, Jesus Christ, my knee's gonna freaking swell up. Now, Cindy,
I don't think she knew what she was signing up for.
she didn't know what she was signing up for.
Tanya didn't know.
Cindy,
didn't know.
what did Auntie Susie say, right? Because everything I said, she validated everything that
My Aunt
God.
Susan is a wealth of knowledge.
Yo, Aunt Susan, thank you so
There
much.
is life after herpes.
And welcome to Harvey's
Everyone.
house, because this young lady has validated everything that Harvey just said. Auntie
Just like
Susan, I'm going to clap
there
for you.
is life after AIDS, after HIV. There's life after chlamydia. There is life after BV.
Right.
Not these, exactly. There's life.
There's life after yeast infections.
Exactly.
There is life, y'all.
You know how many times I stuck my slug in a yeast-infected vagina?
Not the yeast
The yeast-infected vagina. Harvey stuck it in there.
Ew, Sean.
What is wrong with you people? And we still with the lunch.
Not,
The yeast-infected. The YE.
not walking into the jungle, Sean.
All right, Cindy, move on.
Not move on. Yeah, so I don't know, girl. You said you love to write into the show for our opinions, so there you go.
There you go.
But go to a doctor and get to the root of why you feel how you feel and see what will work for you.
I just say that I think
That's it.
I know B totally disagree with me, but I just think that this would bring people closer together. They go get their test results
might,
together.
It might.
It just
they might
takes
have
a relationship.
lifelong love story. I don't
Yes,
know. We was in Popeye's parking lots yesterday.
Right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I hear the violins playing right now as we speak, Sean. I'm good.
I hate.
I'm just saying, good luck to you.
And I say, young lady, continue on and go on with this relationship. And Cindy, what do you say? You would be as good.
I think you should pursue it.
So you changed your mind.
No, I mean either way. I said I always stuck with she should pursue it. She just needs to get all the facts and see where she should go from there.
I say continue on, young lady. This is a love story. And I
Yeah,
like.
right,
We don't know
Let
that.
us know how this goes in 6 months. I really want to see
Yeah, it's only been
how
90
this
days.
goes in 6 months.
That's why I liked what B said about, get past the representative. And it might seem so nice and sweet that he's actually telling you about it, right? Because, he could have lied. So it's like even more points for him because he's telling the truth, right? So just continue on and seeing if he's, hold on to your celibacy because you made a promise to yourself that you weren't going to do that unless it's a committed relationship. So he told you about the herpes. Okay, cool. All right. Whatever. We'll go to the doctor, see where it goes, and let him continue. You can still date him and not sleep with him, if that's what you were planning on doing anyway. So see if he's still this great guy. And then after that, then I think you'll really be able to make your decision.
I say, young lady, go for it. Start having sex the 1st and the 15th, whatever you're doing. Avoid those outbreaks. When he has an outbreak, take care of him. That brings y'all closer together. Get your blood work. If you have the insurance, that allows you to do that. And that's another important
y'all got
thing.
some insurance?
So if that's another important thing, or get some insurance. Yeah, but I think if you have some herpes, you got some good insurance. Get your insurance. And sir, be transparent with your blood work, and I think this could work out. All right, good, Cindy. We got B on the B. We're gonna shout out the room as well. Everybody, later on today, 6 p.m. B Love on Instagram. Y'all check out, and she's gonna give her information when she after this last story. Cindy, what else you got?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this.
Hey, Cindy, what's son Susie saying again? Is she saying anything?
My Aunt Susan knows
Aunt
she's.
Susan's just being so responsible.
Yeah, she's not.
Okay.
She's not saying
There's
anything
life
else.
after herpes.
There-
She
That's
valid.
a commercial.
She valid.
Life after herpes.
She valid everything Harvey said. I appreciate you. She's a very smart woman.
Right,
She's
right,
called
right.
here many a times. Go ahead, Cindy. What else
I
you
know,
got?
it sounds so nice. Okay, yes. So this has actually been brewing online for a few days. Apparently, Irv Gotti did a interview on NRE's Nori's podcast called Drink Champs.
Yeah.
And, they talk about various stuff. And apparently, Irv Gotti, he was saying mad, wild, crazy stuff about Ashanti, basically saying, like, I have some clips from it that I'm going to play, basically saying that Ashanti, she wrote the song Happy after they had sex together. I think he called her a B a couple times, referencing when the first time he found out that she was dating Nelly. And he said, that he was watching basketball at the time and they had like come out together. They came out to the court together. And so he was just doing a lot of referencing to Beyonce to Ashanti, and Ja Rule was there and seemingly didn't say anything. So Fat Joe, he has his podcast and he had a response to basically Irv Gotti, saying all this stuff. He was just like, why are you bringing this up from 20 years ago? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, basically, I don't want to be the one coming to her defense because Ja Rule was there, but, why you keep bringing this woman up? So Ja Rule put up an Instagram post basically saying, stop capping, saying I didn't defend sis and all women when I clearly told Gotti stop calling Ashanti and other women the B word. Same way I told Joe at Versus, the Holla Holla rapper didn't stop there, saying okay. He said, stop saying I didn't defend sis and all women when I clearly told Gotti stop calling Ashanti and other women the B word, same way I told Joe at Versus. Now leave me the F out of these grown people's business. And I have a clip from when he was doing the interview.
Irv Gotti and Ashanti had a relationship together?
Oh my God, they were smashing. If I recall, he was married, which is what makes all of this even more hysterical. It's like, why do men feel the need to brag on their penis? Like, who cares?
Yeah, Fat Joe also said something to that because he said, like, I didn't even know. He was like, because he was on tour. He was on tour with Ashanti at the time, when she did that song, What's Love, with him, and she was on another Big Pun record. And he was like, if they was in a relationship, I didn't know about it.
Yeah, but what you're talking about, men bragging on their penis. Women brag on their vaginas as well. Go ahead,
Not as much as men, though, I feel like.
Slept with Fat Joe? Nobody cares. Like, my whole thing is, here this man is, you've done so much when it comes to your accomplishments, the music game and all of that, and you're sitting down for an interview talking about a chick? I don't, like, why?
Yeah, clearly.
Because probably he had nothing to talk about, and, they're sitting up there. He's on the
you've had smash records. Murder Inc. had their time. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's so many other things that you could talk about. You want to talk about her? And the fact that she wrote a song after y'all had relaxed. Like, it's nothing but ego.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, he's just talking out of ego. And it's really sad when you think about what you brought to the music game, that this is what you have to talk about or talk down about a woman. It's embarrassing to me. Yeah,
well, because he needs the drama, and it's boring to just talk about a song accomplishment or a record accomplishment sitting there with Nori's podcast, right? Which is a very popular podcast. They're sitting there, they're all drinking, they're smoking. Maybe he was a little twisted and he got nervous and he needed something to talk about. And there he goes right down that old relationship who I smashed train, which most men do and women do it as well.
Yeah, like Ashanti is really popping right now. That's why he's talking about her.
Oh, see?
Like, get over it, bro.
And as a correction,
it's rocking.
And as a men, you're right, B. Men do brag on their penis or whatever, but I believe women do it too. I mean, you guys sit around and talk, and y'all always like, you can't handle all of this.
Yeah, but men,
you can't handle this.
They want to.
Yes,
like,
I can.
They want to like scream it from the mountaintop.
She's not on the show talking about, I smashed Gotti, and after we smashed, it was the best sex ever, and I went and wrote a whole song. Like, she's not saying that. He's out here putting her name on the streets because he's feeling salty in a way. And to me, that just shows his insecurity as a man. As a man, you don't need to talk down about a woman. Women don't need to talk down about men. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, it just really is like, get over yourself. And even the pettiness where Nelly brought her out at a show that they were doing. I'm like, please, you people have way too much time and money on your hands to be doing this nonsense. Like, do some charity work. Give
Right.
back. Do that.
Yeah, you got a point. What else?
Exhibit. He's been ordered to pay his estranged wife $6,000 a month in support, and $125,000 in legal fees after his brother exposed his income. Rapper Exhibit has been ordered to pay his estranged wife $6,000 a month in support. The rapper tried to avoid paying the mother of his son, but she said his brother exposed him for hiding cash. According to the court filings, the judge ordered the rapper to pay his estranged wife Krista $2,200 a month in child support starting on August 1st. Those payments will reportedly continue until their 10-year-old son Gatlin turns 18. Exhibit was also ordered to pay an additional $3,700 a month in temporary spousal support, and he will pay an additional $5,941 to settle support arrearages for July. He isn't just responsible for the monthly support of his wife and kids. He will also hand over $50,000 for her to hire a forensic accountant to examine his finances. He'll pay another $125,000 to cover her legal bills. He pleads with the judge not to, in the court hearing, he pleaded with the judge not to award his ex-spousal support. He said he struggled to survive after the pandemic caused touring and other gigs to dry up. He claimed not to have worked in the industry since 2019. In response, Krista said Exhibit was not struggling as he portrayed. She said his brother informed her that the rapper pulls in over $1 million monthly from his cannabis business. The mother of Exhibit's kids said his brother admitted to storing $20 million for Exhibit in several vaults. He allegedly got Exhibit cash whenever he needed it. Previously, she had told the judge she lost her job, and she added that X has ignored her pleas for money for gas, food, or even their son's inhaler. They'll be back in court in February to continue to sort out this support arrangement. Damn.
Do the kid
That bud though? $20 million?
Do the kid really need an inhaler?
Yes, he do. And the top of the line. That's right, ma'am. Get all your coins. Exhibit, how dare you? Exhibit and then your brother. What's up with the brother?
What's up with the brother?
Snitch.
Yeah, snitch. Now the brother, the brother couldn't take it no more.
But what's Exhibit gonna do to the brother? He got all his money. So what's Exhibit gonna say to his brother?
Well, it's like an episode from Dumb and Dumber. Well, Exhibit, karma is a bitch. It all comes back around. We'll see what happens. The only thing you have to do was take care of your child. Okay. So you're not touring, you're not doing anything like that, but you're smart enough to start another business where you're successful. What's the issue of taking care of your child, whether if you like the baby mother or not? What's the big deal?
He probably wanted to pay. He wasn't just trying to pay what she wanted to pay.
Right.
But $2,200 a month when you pulling in $20 million, bro.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Come on, that's nothing.
That's
So.
dinner.
Exactly. So I guess but you know what? After the breakup, these men, they don't want to be paying nothing. They don't want to have nothing to do with you. And it says they're estranged, so they probably don't even talk.
B, you ever took a man to child support?
Man, listen, I was paying child support.
Are you are you serious?
I was a child support payer. And not because of any mandate. I was always working. I was the young mom, so I always worked, and I was in corporate America, and I was always on the move. I would travel, and I had to be out. So when my youngest dad and I broke up, and he was like 6 months, we broke up. We made a conscious decision to co-parent together. And for a long time when I was working, he was with the dad. So I would give the dad, I would buy his clothes. I would give the dad money. You know what I'm saying? It was just my responsibility to take care of my kid. That's just how I felt about it. Now, $6,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of cake. But when that's unfortunately what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I hate the child support thing. I hate that we have to go to the courts. Why can't we just do the right thing?
Right.
Exhibit. I'm just you're hiding money. For what?
I don't understand why men and women, but mostly men, of course. Why? I was in the child support system for years. God blessed me with that because I was getting heavy money. So I didn't even care. Those years was glorious years for me. Thank God for Jesus, like my mother would say. But
Big time.
men, why do you guys? What's the resentment about? You got to pay. You can't just have the kid walk away. You just got to pay. Even if you're not having a relationship with the child, you still got to pay.
Right.
Stop all this trying to hide money and send it in a different direction. Just pay the money. What's the big deal? Like this is your child. You know it's yours. Pay the money. Because then look, your brother snitched on you. Because that's your karma. And he has your money.
Right.
Right.
It's like, I'm going to stop talking about brother.
That's right. Because maybe Exhibit cursed him out, said something, you dumb effing, da 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 da. Oh, word, son?
Right.
Went to court and dropped the dime on him.
He dropped a lot of dimes on him. Who does that?
He dropped 20 million dimes on him.
Would you?
Right. Would you do that though? Would you drop a? I wouldn't drop a dime on my brother. Like, I don't know that I would do that.
Senny, would you drop a dime on your brother?
No,
At-
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I would, definitely. I would tell my brother if I thought he was messed up for sure,
I
or
wouldn't-
whatever. But
I-
I wouldn't. No.
I wouldn't drop a dime on my sister. This is the B Love. Everybody B Love's on the phone. She's rocking with us today. It's the equivalent of if someone's committing fraud, B, and another person know it, and they call the agency on the person that's committing fraud. If you're doing that, you're a freaking loser.
Right.
Like somebody's collecting some government money and they're making big money on the side, and they homegirl call and say, hey, such and such and such live in 5F, and this bitch is making $10,000 a month, and I know she getting food stamps. Like, that's the same thing.
Right.
Right.
And if you out there doing that, you need to get smacked
Right.
in the mouth with your herpes bump. What else? Cindy?
What's your herpes? Exactly.
I'm weak, Sean.
Take your herpes bumps and your snitching to ass and keep it moving.
Yes.
Now, if you snitching on your brother like that, you deserve an outbreak. Go ahead, Cindy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no loyalty. Like, that's crazy. You snitched on your brother? Like,
Yeah,
there's
I'm.
no loyalty.
Yeah, I
Who
was.
snitches on their brother like that?
I don't know.
It's the money. It's the money because the brother had the control of the money, so he took the power, and he just thought he had power overall.
I want to know what Exhibit's cannabis business is. Is it in Denver? I'm gonna look that up.
All right, go
what is
ahead.
it about?
Why you look up your herpes research?
I don't need any herpes research.
You might could find a man.
Okay? Nah. I don't.
I
need-
think there's good
for-
men out there for you that have herpes in Sydney.
But I don't think I should use that as a calling card for them. You got
I mean,
herpes?
please.
I'm your
Nah.
girl.
You could finally
No.
You could finally go viral. Go ahead.
Sean. Okay.
Well, Sean might snitch on you, so be careful, Senny. Be careful what you tell.
I know, right?
I don't know. I'm from the
He's looking
Bronx.
for
I
a
don't,
snitch opportunity, so.
I'm from the Bronx. We don't
Wow,
snitch. Go
all
ahead.
these good men out here, and I got to take one with herpes.
Yeah, you
I
have
Right.
to.
want all you good, wonderful men out there to know I would love to take you without herpes.
Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you one thing: the pickings are slim, and the holiday season is coming. You better snatch you up something, B, with some herpes.
Season, Sean.
You better snatch you up some good man with herpes before it get cold. Go ahead, Cindy.
I'm weak.
Bring your cold sore cream and your
All that,
prescription, boo. I got
exactly.
you. Let's settle down.
And hey, B might give you some healthy health tips. Go ahead, Cindy.
I'm weak. Hillary Clinton seemingly throws shade at former President Trump on Twitter following the FBI raiding his home. The 2016 presidential candidate Hillary Clinton shared images promoting her merchandise, saying, "But her emails." Hillary shared the post on her social media with the caption. She said, "Every but her emails, hat or shirt sold helps Onward Together partners defend democracy, build a progressive bench, and fight for our values. Just saying." Hillary faced backlash over her use of a personal email server while Secretary of State. Mrs. Clinton's emails were subject to numerous investigations, including by the FBI, which declined to charge her with violating federal records keeping requirements or other crimes. This isn't the first time Hillary has promoted her merchandise. Reports show in February the former Secretary of State sold hats with the exact phrase following Donald Trump disposing of documents in the toilet while in the White House. In her book, New York Times White House correspondent Maggie Haberman reported that staffers at the White House regularly found ripped up printed paper clogging a toilet in the presidential residence while Donald Trump was in office. In addition, staff believed that he used to flush pieces of paper down the toilet. The nation's former leader denied the claim, saying it was categorically untrue in a statement and that it was made up by a reporter in order to get publicity for a mostly fictitious book. Currently, Donald Trump has more significant issues to be worried about outside of the FBI. A federal appeals court signed off on a House Ways and Means Committee request to obtain his tax returns from the Internal Revenue Service. So, shout out to Hillary for staying petty.
No shout out for Hillary Clinton, first of all.
Stay petty, Hillary.
Now Hillary Clinton has an incurable disease, and that's the hate of Donald Trump. But she caused that on herself. I am not a Hillary fan. I voted for her. She allowed that Donald Trump make America great again. That's funny. Make America great again. Gravy train wreck right through that BS campaign and lost the presidency.
It wasn't, Shawn, I continue to say this, it was the Electoral College that did that.
I don't care if it was.
Hillary had the popular vote. People went out, they voted.
Care.
The most of people voted for her, but our democracy, which is the Electoral College, which is nothing, gave it to Donald Trump.
Excuse me, and you're absolutely right. But what you're not.
So what do you want us to do? What do you want people to do?
But tell the whole story, young lady. The problem with that.
What's the whole story when people that we don't even people that we don't even know are casting our votes for us?
Excuse me. Tell the rest of the story.
Okay.
Some of these states that affect the Electoral College that you're talking about, which was primarily Democratic, a blue state for a generation, Donald Trump flipped it red, which carried over the electoral vote. Now, these were some Pennsylvania and freaking Wisconsin and Illinois and all these stupid states that were always Democratic. The Donald himself, Mr. Narcolicious, whipped Hillary's ass because she had no movement. We couldn't believe in her. And then guess what? The night she lost, when we had a freaking headache and everybody was sick because we was in disbelief about Donald Trump, this woman couldn't even come out and be man enough to give a speech. Now,
because it was a sham.
Because
she knew it was.
Now, Donald Trump.
Why should she accept defeat from a person that she got more votes than? I wouldn't concede either.
Now, she's on the gravy train because she's Queen Resentment because she's gonna her last dying words.
All the way to the bank.
Her last words before she leaves this earth is gonna be F Donald Trump.
But her emails. That's what's going on.
And my whole thing is this. Now that Donald Trump is flushing everything down the toilet, and we see this, and the feds are getting involved in this, here come Hillary. Hillary, you should have used that same enthusiasm to get your ass out there and campaign because you thought you was ordained to be the president, and you let this Make America Great Again guy stomp on your ass.
She's not trying
Hillary
to do
Clinton,
anything.
shut up. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be in this freaking mess anyway.
Oh, please.
Hillary, go on somewhere and sit your pantsuit wearing ass down.
Keep being petty, Hillary. I love it.
You should have been petty when you was on the campaign trail when the Donald was calling you all kind of fat asses. And I voted for you.
We all did, Shawn.
She went high, Shawn. She took the guy with the herpes. This is what happens when you got the weak spot. You got to fall back. She fell back.
And B, Senny, we're going to shut out the room. I know you're going to hate that.
No, why? The show's over.
The show's over. We'll shut out the room tomorrow. B, check this out. Hey, everybody get mad at Senny. You heard that. Now, listen.
It's just a lot. We have to go.
Donald Trump, he wants to run. He wants to run for president again.
No way.
And we have to stop this. These feds got to put this law down where he can't run for no federal or state office throughout this country. They got to hurry up and do it because he's going to announce run for president. All this rating of Mar-a-Lago is backfiring. Mar-a-Lago. It sounds like a gay hangout spot. Gay guys go to Mar-a-Lago. This is gonna backfire on you because the Trumpettes, the Trumpsters, are gonna say, "Oh no, there go the government again, raiding our king's property." What are you doing? Just have a law to say that he can't run for no political office, city, state, or federal level. That's it. Because you can't put him in jail.
How can he even run again? He's been impeached. They impeached him. How can he even be allowed to run again?
Yeah, because you can
run
again after being impeached.
No, you can run
after a year.
No, you can run again if you only did one term. If he did 2 terms, like our beloved Barack Obama, then he's not qualified to run no more. He was president for 1 term. You can run again.
Yeah, but she was talking about the impeached
part.
part.
Run for president again. They kicked you out of office. They fired you, son. Like,
He wasn't
how are you
impeached.
allowed to come back?
Excuse me. He wasn't impeached.
Wasn't he?
He wasn't. If he was impeached, the president, like the James Brown song, he would be thrown out of office. And yes, never to run again. They put a whole. They had a whole trial to impeach them, but they couldn't do it because the Republicans had the majority in the Senate, so they killed it. Just like our beloved President Barack Obama, when he wanted to name that dude as a Supreme Court justice city before he left office, and the Republicans stopped it, and then Donald came in there and named his own guy. Mitch McConnell did that.
No, it's saying he was impeached.
He was impeached. He was impeached.
If he was impeached as president, he would be out the office.
They said he was impeached twice during his single term in his office.
They kicked him out because it was too close to the end.
But they did impeach him, but
going to the next election. That's the only reason why they didn't kick him out. But he has been impeached, and I don't understand why he's allowed to run for office again. And what's crazy is there's lunatics out there who won't vote for him. And all I'm gonna say is, people, get your brain right. Stay away from herpes. It's not okay, and don't vote for Trump again. That's all I have to say about that, Shawn.
Oh, thank you.
It says
what?
he was impeached, but I guess it has to go down through the Senate. But the Senate voted in 2020 to acquit.
Okay, hold on.
So he wasn't I guess there's 2 separate things that he can do. But technically,
you see that?
He was.
Harvey was right again. Welcome to Harvey's house.
Technically,
I told you he wasn't impeached.
Technically, he was on the books. But the Senate didn't enforce it. The Senate didn't kick him out.
I just said,
but he was.
The Republicans.
We're both right. They just didn't vote to kick him off out of his office.
If he was impeached for the president as president of the United States, he wouldn't have been in office. They would have threw him ass out while he was in his term. The Republicans at that time had the majority. They couldn't throw him out. Like, say if he was the president now, they could have threw him out because there's a 50-50 what's the vice president's name? What's her name? What's the vice president? What's the vice president's name?
Kamala.
Now they could throw him out because the Democrats at this moment have the majority in the Senate, so they could never throw him. They could never throw him out.
Right.
But you're right, B. If you going out there and vote again, there's a lot of interesting political races this fall. The young lady who brought down the Republican Party is running for governor in the state of Georgia. What's her name again? Stacey Abrams. So we got to keep an eye on that and a bunch of others. So it's going to be an exciting time. Senny's right. There are only like 14 people who determine who's president via these electoral college members and votes, but they still have to vote the conscience of the state.
Do they?
They still have to vote the conscience of the state.
Is it? Can we get a verification on that?
Cindy,
we'll never know. Never know.
Cindy, how many people in the country have herpes?
Your blind faith in the government is astounding to me, especially being a black man in America.
It's been working with me for the last 57 years. All right, B.
Love you guys.
All right, B. Where can they? Let's clap. Let's clap for B for hanging out with us.
You've been amazing.
You
B.
are amazing.
Really?
Thank you.
We couldn't have done it without you.
Put a pause on that. We could do it. Yeah, we could. Yeah, wow.
It's better doing it with B.
That's right. B, would you like to be involved in the SEAL team?
I think from what I've heard from the SEAL team, I should be staying away. Is
Oh.
what I understand.
We can collectively do it together.
Yeah.
We'll show you how.
It's Rel Holla, Prentice, and Senny and myself.
Yeah, I need another woman. The guys get
You
kind of
need
nasty.
another woman for the SEAL team.
No, Senny. She would have to be one of the participants in SEAL team. She's not nasty enough to be a SEAL
I
team
know,
member.
I'm a little on the conservative side.
Yeah, she's not
guys. Like,
nasty.
I don't even do threesomes or anything.
Yeah, see, she's not nasty enough. See, because if you was a participant in the SEAL team, we would take Prentice out of his chair, throw you in the chair, butt ass naked, right, Senny?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Senny, you're on board with this?
Yeah, she's one of the SEAL team members.
I'm a member.
Cindy-
I don't participate much.
Cindy's
but
gonna-
I get in when I have to.
Senny will bust your ass too.
You get it when you have to.
The
I
SEAL
get it
team.
when I have
Dark
to.
side, Senny, I'm surprised.
Yeah, well, the SEAL team is very nasty. But okay, B, where can they find you?
You can find me every Wednesday, 6 o'clock, LGL Real Talk on Instagram, guys. Every Wednesday morning right here, hanging out with these crazy folks who I love. Make sure you check me out. Make sure you support. Make sure you follow me. Thank you, guys.
Yes. You guys go find her tonight. She'll be on Instagram.
So much. All right, guys, check this out. We see you guys tomorrow. We'll be here.
Yeah, you guys are not gonna see
Oh, yeah,
me
let's get Cindy's
for like a
announcement.
week or whatever. I'm going to Cali, so I'm gonna go visit my family out there. So I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna call in or whatever, be feeding like little stories or something.
Okay.
So, but
All
that's why. Bye, guys.
So, guys, you won't see Senny
Safe
for
travels, guys.
right, and we'll be back
Oh my
tomorrow.
gosh, yes, I'm flying Alaskan Air.
You want to talk about
Never
that for a
heard
second?
of it, but Shawn says it's okay.
It's okay. It's
Have you
good.
guys ever flown Alaskan?
It's
But
good.
that's what I told my mom. I was like, no news is good news, right?
Right.
Like
Alaskan
if you
is
never
good.
hear about Alaskan Air, that means their planes are staying up, right, Shawn?
Exactly. So, guys, let's give the prayer emojis for Cindy. She'll be off for the next week. She'll be back the following week, and we'll be here rocking next week. We appreciate you. We're here tomorrow. We're off on Friday, so thank you so much. Hey, guys, Ed Lover, get your tickets. The ticket is moving already. Ed Lover invades the Lehigh Valley at the Iron Mule, 831 South Delaware Drive. That is Sunday, September the 18th, Sunday Night Laughs. Get your tickets now. We have limited $25 tickets available right now. Hit me up. Okay, let's clap for B one more time. B, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Love you. Have a happy hump day.
All right, we out.
Bye.
If you're not feeling what I'm feeling, when I'm feeling forever. Time to live as one. Been waiting